group stumbled through the woods, their breaths ragged and shallow, the moans of the undead growing louder behind them. Exhaustion weighed heavy on their bodies, but the faint glow of carnival lights in the distance spurred them forward. "It's abandoned," Taylor said, her voice trembling as she clutched a rusted crowbar. "But it's shelter. We can regroup there." The others hesitated. The sight of the decrepit Ferris wheel and faded tents did little to inspire hope. Yet the undead were closing in, and the carnival seemed their only option. They slipped inside the broken gates, the world eerily silent except for the faint creak of a carousel spinning lazily in the distance. The air smelled of rotting wood and stale popcorn. Somewhere the faint tinny sound of calliope music played, a broken melody stuck on repeat. "Stay together," Malik whispered, gripping his makeshift spear. His eyes darted around the shadowed attractions. "This place gives me the creeps." The group moved cautiously, weaving through toppled booths and shattered mirrors. Brightly painted signs for rides and games were splashed with dried blood, and the once cheerful mascot statues now loomed like grotesque sentinels. They reached the carousel first. Its painted horses bobbed up and down, though there was no one to power the ride. As they approached, a figure stirred among the shadows. A child, sitting atop one of the horses, her face pale and vacant. "Hey, are you okay?" Taylor called out, stepping closer. The child's head snapped around unnaturally, her hollow eyes locking onto Taylor. She let out a guttural screech, and from beneath the ride, dozens of undead clawed their way into the open, their rotting faces twisted in hunger. "Run!" Malik shouted, yanking Taylor back as the horde lunged. The group bolted, weaving between rides and game stalls. But the carnival was alive. Or rather, something inside it was alive, twisting its attractions into death traps. The tilt-a-whirl spun wildly on its own, flinging bodies like rag dolls into the air. The hall of mirrors became a disorienting maze where reflections of the undead blurred with reality, the creatures using the glass to hide until it was too late. Rachel, one of the quieter members of the group, tripped and fell near the funhouse. As the others doubled back to help her, the entrance sprang open, spilling out a cloud of noxious gas. Silhouettes moved inside, clowns, their decayed faces frozen in grinning masks, dragging Rachel into the darkness. Her screams echoed, then stopped abruptly. "We have to get out of here," Taylor cried, tears streaming down her face. But the carnival seemed endless. The Ferris wheel turned slowly, its cabins filled with corpses that reached out as the wheel descended, clawing at anything within reach. The food court tables were littered with macabre feasts, the undead gnawing on the remains of previous victims. Malik led them toward the exit, or what they thought was the exit. But when they reached the gates, they found them sealed shut. The cheerful "come again soon" sign above mocked them, splattered in crimson. "We're trapped," Malik muttered, his voice hollow. Then the lights flickered, and the calliope music grew louder. From the center of the carnival, a figure emerged, a ringmaster, his tattered coat fluttering like wings, his top hat crooked. His face was pale and corpse-like, but his grin was wide and brimming with malice. "Welcome, welcome," he crooned, his voice dripping with mockery. "The show must go on." The undead closed in from all sides, herding the survivors back toward the center of the carnival. The ringmaster tipped his hat, revealing a skeletal hand beneath, and then the lights went out. The carnival erupted in chaos. Music blared, rides screeched to life, and the survivors' screams were swallowed by the cacophony. By dawn, the carnival was quiet again. The carousel spun lazily, its horses smeared with fresh blood. The Ferris wheel creaked in the breeze, its cabins now filled with new lifeless passengers. The gates creaked open, as if inviting the next unlucky souls to enter. And somewhere, deep within the heart of the carnival, the ringmaster chuckled, his voice echoing through the empty attractions. "Step right up," he whispered. "We're always looking for new performers."